Hey everybody, it's Shawn Petite for Artist Gang Tuesday, and I'm so glad you're here, and we're going to do something fun and a little different today. I have taken a couple of vintage book pages and several of Donna Downey's floral stencils, and I am just stenciling in with a makeup sponge the flower heads onto the book pages. Um, Making up a bouquet, so we need lots of different flowers for that. Once I get them stenciled on, I'm going to take my scissors and cut them out, and then I can come back in some gel medium and put them down. I'm using a variety of different colors. I don't know why I have that green in there, that turquoise color. It's more reds. And I'm using my 8x10 MDF board, and I'm putting down some gesso to start with, some Liquitex gesso to prepare that surface for all of the paint and everything that's going to be going on it. Now I've got 4 colors here that I'm working with along with my catalyst tool. I'm really enjoying getting to know the catalyst tool. I like it. I like how it feels in my hand and how it works, the size of it, everything. But what I'm doing is I am separating the top from the bottom, creating this bouquet of flowers. I have it on like a tabletop, so I'm creating the top from the bottom and separating that with, I'm basically using the same colors but in a different mixture. So I just run my catalyst through all of those colors, and how it comes out is how it comes out basically. But once I've kind of got that separated a little bit, I want to further separate the top from the bottom and have it look like there's a little bit of a pattern, like a tablecloth or something like that. So I'm using another one of Donna Downey's stencils and some gesso on my finger to give it a little bit of pattern. Get that dry, and of course I have to have an umber wash on there. I did not use any glazing medium for this. I just did burnt umber and water and my rag. And the reason I did that is because I wanted it to feel really grungy texture. I didn't want it to feel smooth and satiny or anything like that. I wanted all of my marks to appear. I wanted it to feel like it had been on there for a long, long time. I'm just going around the edge here to give it a little bit more age yummy, grungy goodness. Coming back in with just some gesso to further separate that top from the bottom. And then with my charcoal pencil, just kind of lightly sketch in an idea of where I want my vase to be. And with my palette knife and some more gesso, I just kind of roughly lay that in. And I love working with a palette knife because it is rough. It's very unpredictable. And so I like that. It ends up giving you a lot of texture. And with the gesso, it works really, really well. Get that good and dry. And then after I've cut out all of my flower heads, I now start putting them all down with my gel medium. Typically I use Liquitex matte medium, fluid matte medium, but this is Liquitex gel medium. It's a little thicker. It helps the papers to not wrinkle as much. A lot of times I want the wrinkling effect, and I actually prefer that, but for this case I am using the gel medium because I want those flowers to be relatively flat. So now that I've got everything down, all the flowers down, I have 3 different types of greens, and they'll again be listed on the blog. But I'm just drawing in really simply some vines, some stems, leaves, nothing real detailed. The detail is going to come with charcoal and pen later. But just kind of laying down the greens, and I'm working with 3 different colors because it helps with the depth and the dimension so that your leaves and things don't look so flat. The more colors you use, the deeper, richer it becomes, more depth, more definition. So once I've got all of my green laid down, I come back in with my charcoal pencil, and here's where all the detail and the fun starts to happen. You can really get a sense of how the piece is going to go with all of your shading. Um, but I just go around all of the petals, leaves, everything, every single thing gets some type of shading, some lines around it, to really help that come off of the page, not feel flat, to give it depth and dimension. Just little nuances of shading here and there on the ends of the petals, around the stems. But I continue to do this all over the piece. Once I've got everything shaded, I come back in with just my charcoal pencil, and I'm just laying down vines in the black charcoal. It's a filler. It fills in the gaps on the blank spaces that are not pleasing to the eye. It just helps fill in the space and adds a little bit more to the piece. It needs a little bit more shading for my liking, so I grabbed my burnt umber pastel stick and my black pastel stick and really added some shading around the outside and on that vase there, just to give it a little bit more oomph. Now with Donna Downey's She stamp set, fingers crossed that I get this stamp right. It's always nerve-wracking stamping because you just never know if it's going to turn out all right. And it turned out okay. A little bit of shadow there, but not bad. I consider that a success. But adding some shading here with my charcoal pencil so that that stamp feels like part of the piece and it's not just floating in midair. Now I'm coming back in with my Molotow, I think that's how you say it, pen, acrylic paint marker in white, and just again adding some more dimension, some highlights to the leaves and to the flowers, to the stems. Randomly, not every single one, but wherever I think it needs just a little pop of brightness. Getting in all of the little spots here and there. And that just about completes this piece. My friends, it has been an amazing year being part of the artist gang. I have been honored and blessed to be amongst such great artists, and Bill and Donna have been awesome and fabulous to work with. And I'm hoping that I will sneak in and around next year for 2016, do a drop-in or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I am just thrilled to have been part of the gang, and I'm so grateful that you've been here to watch and support. If you have any questions, you can always see all of my projects on ShawnPetite.com. All of my art and all of my workshops are available there as well. Thank you so much, and always, always know that you are loved.